Quietly you step inside, all dressed in robes of borrowed will. Things feel as though they're standing still. A single passage through the door. Open your eyes and hear the sound. Lake Michigan and dusty gray. How could you let it get this way? How picturesque and nothing else. It seemed so normal then. This unending flow of undoing. Names float in the air, spilling all over the highway. But in the quiet of your mind, I heard the rattle in your lungs, I felt the chisel on my tongue. You were awakened by the new, begging and searching for a truth. The taste of rain and frozen air, the glowing stain that was once there, kept falling headfirst into self. I was becoming something else. seen these eyes before. You're stretched out all across the room, a reaching hand, an old heirloom. And did you throw it all away? I couldn't be what you wanted then. I am stuck inside all of this polling, all of this polling, all of this polling, all of this polling, all of this polling. Now you can see just what it's like, floating in all of this aimlessness. Something is buzzing in your head. That beating heart you heard is gone, a different meaning to that song. Something is calling from the street. You feel unworthy and retreat. The taste of rain and summer air, this crushing weight too much to bear. Can't quite describe just how it felt. Suddenly somewhere something else. Heavy, deep inhale, unsettled, unfocused, unknowing. The things I hadn't told me, pieced together slowly. Where could I go from there? Into a cabin up northwest, I will be swallowed by the fog. There wouldn't be another reason for those feelings to evolve. And as I gather seaside mist, coating the arrows in my lungs, the wind would swirl around me, guiding as it often does. Or would I become some solid, rigid thing? Future sounds and voices ringing round, a vibrant, glowing space, but with no light touching your face. Would you survive as you once did? I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know, 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 I don't know. Crisis, voices screaming, why is it like this? If you were something else, I promise you would care. Honest, all these rooms and all these objects just don't feel like they belong yet. When I look outward, was it worth it? Shake the hand of that new person. Can't shake the feeling that you didn't earn this. Always that first thing. I'm so sorry. The broken promises are on me. These waves are never dark green. The hands around my neck, but I hear it in your voice. Is that true? Is that right? Am I holding on too tight? Is it easier than I thought? Is it easier than I thought? I stood on the cold beach by the lake and stopped to listen. Down the road, a strangely ominous drone poured out of a muted green blur. 100,000 windows down, clouds of dust and sand settling on unclosed eyes clutched the handle. The 3-day-long conversation wandered on, buried beneath the humming engine and the dirt road. Soon, all sound blended together into some warm rural peace that was pleasant. unpleasant, distracting, unproductive. But let the clarity vanish and reimagine yourself in an old silence, one wrapped in blankets of phantom Rothkos and unlit phone calls on couches scored by a recounting of the longest walk of your life. Repeated days later after looking down into flowing water from those bridges, passing through a dark navy haze and seeing little glimmers of life through the windows of quiet houses, not seeing green. Still, a muggy black drips from the outside in, wondering, isn't it a deserved silence? It's always that first thing, keep refreshing and see. Keep refreshing and see the unopened envelopes from a future unknown. I know, it's still you somehow. Ten conversations at once, listening to everything. There was a humming from beneath the mattress. He spoke like a parrot. I felt the gratitude become anger and fear and silent shame. A silence that only means something in one instant. streets of gravel dust, running barefoot through the street. How you looked at those skyscraper peaks and climbed them, but the world was a couple of city blocks. The sun was a soft white water balloon floating in the sky, and you, with your magic and your loving and your fear, could you take me away from here? Take me away from here. Living history deep in your memory, in a cave underwater. Sensitivity, is it still you that I see when I look in the mirror? I've seen what you've become, quiet evil on your tongue, where your laughter once echoed. There is silence to behold, and if he saw me here today, could he handle this decay? I'm so sorry. Now he's in my arms and weeping, and I miss him. Flexibility, I heard him whisper to me that the world isn't ending. Oh, the borrower, still undoing fields of planted hope. There is blood on the shovel. But I can feel myself now growing smaller. I still hear the roaring somewhere.
I saw fire. I unclasped the hands from around my neck, and I got to thinking.
I drew a picture of your future, but you told me that you knew you'd be here. I made a symbol and then put it on a flag and waved it over your fears. When I saw you months later, I knew it wasn't really that close. The fake signs of progress that you hated the most. In the middle of the winter, your presence was the falling snow. But when it melted away, I thought I'd have to let you go. My attention was fading, I felt it becoming clear. Couldn't care less, the deadline was drawing near. Didn't hear what you said, I was thinking about the direction I'm facing. But I should have cared. I was thinking about the direction I'm facing, but I should have cared. I started over in the summer when I felt that warm wind blow. I forgot what really happened, that was like 4 years ago. A piece of music for the present was discarded on your bedroom floor. Didn't make sense how often you'd been here before. Another zero on a checklist and a digital void, with the promise of a product feeling nearly destroyed. If you truly love something, you would give it your time, but the way that things are moving is enough of a sign. I didn't hear what you said, I was thinking about the direction I'm facing. I should have cared. Said I was thinking about the direction I'm facing. I should have cared. Should have cared. Said I was thinking about the direction I'm facing. Should have cared a little. Should have cared. Should have cared. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so 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 sorry. I'm sorry. So sorry. I'm 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 so sorry. Standing in a little circle, pull the pigment from the ground, meeting with your own reflections. The silence was too loud for one to bear, throwing words into the air, begging please, can you tell us what we're waiting for? He spoke, filling the whole world with colored smoke, and they all fell asleep, having such wonderful dreams about the future. Nothing there when I woke up. 10,000 arrows spilling from my lungs. Which direction? Which direction? I can hear it in your voice. It's not true, it's not right. It's not what I thought. towards you slowly. I promise that I'm trying, but sometimes I'm stuck in lying here. And then the present comes to pluck me from this being, crush me with the ceiling. We live inside a dream, and I'm still searching for a reason. You said that you had seen it, how you think instead of feeling, asking what is all this really, and what still belongs to me. I hold everything but safety. I collapse into the maybe. I see you now. A leopard doesn't change its spots unless you just let it go. I've heard the sound, this endless droning in your head is just a sign you're not close. But sometimes I think I know what I have to do. How far you've come is nothing, now you're in the winter. Smoky, dark, and all is freezing. A figure standing tall out in the distance, arms open wide. Embrace me, oh great unknown, you shape me. Freezing cold and shaking, becoming real and facing this turning wheel. Unhate me, oh beating heart, replace me. Destroy my art, keep changing to something else, keep changing. You're something. Sometimes I dream 'cause only I could build on my own. If I had the keys to unknown spaces, I believe that I could change this, but I'm blind. Right beside this open door. But if you chose to close that door, nothing matters anymore. Close your eyes, he said to me. Blow away that colored smoke, and you will fill your heart with hope. Step outside and see.